An all-women audience, Fox News Town Hall, Donald Trump. Sounds like a recipe for, well,
Oh, yeah.
we're diving into this one.
Okay.
With Eleanor Cliff's take in the Daily Beast.
All right.
So, Cumming, Georgia, October 15th.
Okay.
The scene is set.
Got it.
All women, very deliberately.
Right.
Why is that choice strategically matter for Trump?
He's got to hold on to suburban white women voters.
They were key in 1620, we know that.
Absolutely. But the Democrats, they're hoping that the
The A word.
the abortion issue will flip some of those voters.
Makes this town hall almost like a
A direct appeal.
direct appeal, exactly.
Yeah.
Keep him on his side, especially in a
Swing state like Georgia.
every vote counts there.
Big time.
But what's interesting is how Clift describes the vibe.
Oh.
Heaven on earth for Donald Trump, she calls it.
Wow.
Like they're already sold. Makes you wonder how much persuading he actually had to do.
Interesting.
And then there's the elephant in the room. Yes.
Abortion.
Right.
Cliff points out it's almost 50 minutes in before it comes up.
Really?
That's not by accident.
No, definitely not.
So almost an hour in, that question drops. What's he do? How's he handle that? Talking to these women, especially now.
Yeah, post-row, it's a minefield.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's almost an hour in, and then boom, someone asks about abortion.
Yeah, what's the play there?
Is it even a play?
Oh, it's deliberate.
Okay, so what does he do?
Classic Trump.
Lay it on me.
Deflects. States' rights, he says.
Mm-hmm.
Let the states decide.
And that's it.
The best part is the audience just, accepts it.
Cliff makes them sound almost relieved.
It's fascinating, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, how do you even thread that needle?
On one hand, you've got his base.
Fired up, anti-abortion,
Well,
largely.
Right. Can't alienate them.
But
he needs those moderate women, too.
especially in the suburbs.
Exactly. They might bolt if he goes too hard line.
So let the states decide. Keeps everyone guessing. Keeps it vague. Classic politician move.
And then Clift, she jumps right into this laundry list of other stuff.
Like what?
Inflation, childcare, even transgender athletes.
Oh, boy.
Immigration, sanctuary cities. It's like he's hitting all the hot buttons at once.
Well, think about it. This audience, those are their worries.
Their daily lives, yeah.
Exactly.
Clift even quotes him,
Go on.
talking about Venezuelan gangs, right? And he just throws out, they're in real estate just like me.
Oh, my God, with a straight face.
Like he can't help himself.
But it's scary, too,
Absolutely.
Like he's joking, but also serious.
He's tapping into something, a real fear people have.
That things are out of control.
That America's on the brink, yeah.
And then he swoops in with these easy answers.
Which is the next part of it. Create the fear, then you get to be the hero.
Like that woman who asked about, her granddaughters playing sports, worry about trans athletes and all that.
I remember that part, yeah.
And Trump, he just says, ban it.
Just like that. No plan, no details, just president's gonna ban it.
That's the point, though, right? He's the strong man.
Decisive, in charge.
Exactly, cutting through the BS. Very appealing to a certain type of voter.
Who just wants someone to fix it.
Someone who sees the world like they do.
But, and maybe this is just me, a lot of those easy answers, they aren't so easy.
What do you mean?
Well, like the border wall, that was supposed to be simple, right?
His big thing in 16, yeah.
Did it even get built?
Parts of it.
And did it do anything? It's complicated. These are complicated issues.
He's not really interested in the nuance, though.
So it's more about what the solutions represent.
100%.
Like back when things were simpler, even if they weren't really.
Nostalgia is powerful.
And then this is where Click doesn't let him off the hook.
What do you mean?
When Kamala Harris calls him unhinged.
Oh, yeah. What do you say?
He calls her and the whole administration, get this, Marxists, communists, and fascists.
Whoa.
Like, all at once.
He throws it all at the wall, see what sticks.
And then brings back the whole enemies within talk.
About?
Adam Schiff this time.
It's scary stuff, honestly.
Right. These are real people he's talking about.
Not just his rivals.
Exactly. This wasn't some rally. These are voters in a room with him.
What does that say about how he sees this whole thing,
Democracy, his opponents, all of it.
Cliff's worried. She ends the article talking about his lies, wild exaggerations.
Promises he can't keep. Never meant to, maybe.
Makes you think, what are we even doing here?
So we've got the stagecraft, the audience. He avoids the abortion question.
Checks all the boxes.
But then he goes all in on fear. Simple solutions. What's the strategy beyond just, the showmanship?
It's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It's almost like we're seeing Trump 2.0,
More strategic.
Way
Definitely.
more. This wasn't just a rally speech. This was targeted.
Oh, yeah, laser focused on those suburban women voters.
Yeah.
He knows he can't win without them.
But it's how he does it. Connects all these things, childcare, trans athletes, even immigration. It's all tied back to this idea of America, like, falling apart.
Creating a crisis, basically.
Yeah.
And who's going to save the day?
Him, of course. Only one with the answers, no matter how far-fetched they seem.
It's a page straight from the strongman playbook.
And Cliff picks up on that, right? All the, like she says, the lies, wild exaggerations, makes you wonder how much of it is even real.
And how much does that even matter to some voters if they buy the narrative, the feeling of it?
It's not about facts, then. It's about...
Feeling heard. Like someone's finally acknowledging their fears.
So, back to that original question. Can he really win them back in 24? Those women voters, I mean.
It's going to be close. That much is certain. His strategy, tapping into that anxiety, it's powerful.
Not risky, right. I mean, what about everyone else? Pushing too far? The extreme stuff?
He's walking a tightrope, no doubt. Alienating moderates is just as dangerous as losing his base.
Makes you think about more than just Trump, you know? Like, what does this say about us? If this is what works, this kind of campaigning.
It's a reflection of the times, isn't it?
A little scary, honestly. But hey, that's politics, I guess. Well, there we have it.
Quite a deep dive.
Donald Trump, the all-women town hall, all thanks to Eleanor Clift and the Daily Beast.
Eye-opening stuff.
As always, don't just take our word for it. Go read the article, see what you think. And until next time, keep asking those tough questions.